Good morning, this is Gavriel Jacknin, and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day number 13. A Mitzvah Day keeps your soul on its way, and we'd like to thank David and Myra Simon for sponsoring today's Mitzvah on the gold level. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. We really appreciate it. Okay, number 13, here we go. It is a positive commandment to say the blessing of the grace after meals, after eating bread. So, Baruch Atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, hazon es haolam kulo b'tuvo, right? Those paragraphs that we say, that is a positive commandment. As the Torah says, and you shall eat and be satisfied and bless Hashem your God, from Devarim, the 5th book. By the law of the Torah, the absolute biblical law, is that one does not have to say the grace unless he has eaten his fill, meaning you have to be satisfied. So technically, on a biblical level, if you ate the bread but you're not satisfied, as we'll see, you still have to say the grace, but that's not the biblical commandment. The biblical commandment is when you're full. But by the enactment of the sages, the rabbis, even if he ate an olive's amount of bread, he is duty-bound to say afterwards the grace after meals. And again, we mentioned this in our halacha day, that the olives in those days was like the size of an egg today, or a matchbox, or a golf ball, right? Fine. So as long as you have that amount, you still have to bench, say the grace after meals, but by saying it, it's a rabbinical obligation, not biblical. Biblical is only when you're satisfied. Before eating, one is also to say a benediction, as we infer by a kol v'chomer, which means like all the more so, reasoning from the less to the more. If one says a blessing when he is satisfied, how much more certainly when he is hungry? And again, that's also rabbinical. So making the blessing before we eat, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam motzi lechem min haaretz, right, for the bread that you're about to eat, that's a rabbinical law, but it's inferred from the biblical law that you should make a blessing after you eat bread and you're satisfied. This mitzvah is in effect everywhere at all times for men. This is very interesting because I thought this mitzvah was also for women. For women, it is a matter of doubt if they have the obligation by law of the Torah. Interesting. I might have to do some follow-up on that. But thank you again, Simon family, for sponsoring. To sponsor future mitzvah, $36, 100 for the gold. We'll see you tomorrow.